Good morning, children. Let us continue our class. And today last class we have studied about fraction, part of a whole. The different kinds of fraction, proper fraction, improper fraction, then mixed fractions, like fractions, unlike fractions, equivalent fractions, how to find equivalent fractions, how to convert given fractions into simplest form. That was the last topic. How can we make it into lowest form? By dividing both numerator and denominator by the HCF, isn't it? Today we are going to study about comparison and ordering of fractions. Comparison and ordering of fractions. First we can study how to compare the two given fractions. Comparison, when we are doing comparison of two fractions, there arises three cases. What are the three cases? First one is the given first fraction is equal to the second one. First fraction is less than the second one. First fraction is greater than the second one. Three cases are there. So in order to find the three cases, directly it is not possible to write down. So there are two methods given to you in your textbook. First you go through both the methods. After completing this, which method you feel easy, you can follow the same. Isn't it? Both methods you needn't want to follow. Any one enough. Which one you feel easy, follow the same throughout the lesson. Isn't it? So let us move to method 1. Method 1 is saying that first of all, we have to keep the denominators same. First we have to keep the denominator, same denominator for both the fractions. Then comparison is easy with numerators, isn't it? So let us consider an example. 2 by 7 and 6 by 21 is given. We have to write whether they are equal, less than or greater than, like that. So what we are applying is the method of keeping denominators same. So look at the denominators. First one is 7. Second one is 21. So 7 and 21 there is a relation, isn't it? 21 is a multiple of 7. Which number we need to multiply by 7 to get 21? 3 enough, isn't it? So when you use 3, multiply both numerator and denominator by 3. So 2 into 3 by 7 into 3. There is no change goes to this one. You bring down directly. And here it is 6 by 21. This side already 6 by 21. So both sides are equal now. So what you have to fill the box? Equal to. What you have to fill here? Equal to. Isn't it? Then one more question of the same type. 1 by 2, 1 by 3. They are not connected. So what you have to give? Give this 3 for the first number and give 2 for the second number. When you are giving means multiply. 1 into 3 by 2 into 3. Right side 1 into 2 by 3 into 2. So here we have 3 by 6 and here we have 2 by 6. So now denominator same. So you look at the numerators only. Numerators are 3 and 2. Which one is big? 3 is big. So where do we want to open the big? Towards the big number as 3. So like this. So your blank will be like this. 1 by 2 greater than 1 by 3. Is it clear? These two are using method 1, that is making the denominators the same. Isn't it? Let us move to the other one. Method 2 called cross multiplication. So cross multiplication is little bit easy than the previous one. For teacher, I don't know whether it is easy or not for you. Anyway, let us try. So 2 by 7 and 6 by 21. Teacher has used same number here also. Okay. So what you have to do is we need cross multiplication. So 2 arrow marks. Look at here which way teacher has drawn. So follow the same method. 21 has taken to the side of 2. And 7 has taken to the side of 6. Look at these two cross arrow marks. Then multiply 2 into 21 together. Right side 6 into 7. 21 into 2 is 42. 6 sevens are 42. Both the products are same or equal. So put equal to symbol. Keep the same symbol inside the box also. Okay. Then another question. Same question repetition. 1 by 2, 1 by 3. Same cross multiplication you do. This side you have 3. Right side you have 2. So what will happen? 3. Another side 2. Which one is big? 3. That's why like this. Say follow the same symbol inside the box also. Okay. So comparison and ordering of fractions. We have successfully completed the comparison. Now let us move to ordering of fractions. What is meant by ordering of fractions? Arrangement of fractions from small to big according to their value, called ascending order. Similarly, arranging the given fraction from big to small according to the values, called descending order. So we have to consider a case already given. The question is given to you. 2 by 5, 3 by 4, 1 by 2 and 5 by 8. 4 fractions are given to us. And we have to arrange them in ascending order as well as descending order. Arrangement is possible only when all the fractions have same denominators. How can we keep denominators same? 5, 4, 2 and 8. Different denominators. So what we do? We have to use the method of LCM. Take the 4 numbers. Order you can take any order you like. Okay, teacher has taken in another order. 8, 2, 4, 5. If you want 5, 4, 2, 8 itself you can take. Okay. Now divide by 2 first. Prime numbers only you need to use. 2 possible numbers you divide. Other numbers bring down. Here in 8, 4, 1 time, 2 time, 5 is not divisible by 2. Bring down 5 without any change. Again by 2, do the steps. Again 5 not possible, bring down. And last case, again you use 5. Continue the process till you get 1, 1, 1, 1. All the digits become 1, 1, 1, 1. Then what is our LCM now? Product of these numbers. So multiply 1 by 1. 2 2s are 4. 4 2s are 8. 8 5s are 40. 4 0 is our LCM. Now think about each number want to be converted as a fraction of denominator 40 required. First one is 5 given. How do you convert 5 to 40? Which number to be multiplied? 8 is to be multiplied. So 2 into 8 by 5 into 8. This is 4. So which number need? 10. 3 into 10 by 4 into 10. This is 2. So we need to multiply by 20 to make it 40. 1 into 20, 2 into 20. Similarly 5 into 5, 8 into 5. Then the product is 16 by 40, 30 by 40, 20 by 40, 25 by 40. Now you consider from small to big, you put the numbers. So the smallest number here is 16 by 40. Teacher has drawn 1 for it. 2 hours 20 by 40. 3 hours 25 by 40. Last number is 30 by 40. Then when you are writing ascending order, AO represent ascending order, short form AO, ascending order. What you have to write? First number. That is what is given as first number, 2 by 5. And our second number means actually it is the third one from question, 1 by 2. Then comes 5 by 8. Corresponding fractions you write here. And 3 by 4. Then descending order means what? Just reverse order. Just reverse you write 3 by 4, 5 by 8, 1 by 2, 2 by 5. Finished. Is it clear? Let us move to addition and subtraction of fractions. So addition and subtractions are possible only when the fractions have equal denominators. Isn't it? But we have another method also called cross multiplication. So let us see both methods we can do. First one, 5 by 6 plus 1 by 6 given. See, in the case both have same denominator. So what we want to do? We need to add numerators only. What is 5 plus 1? 6. Denominator is also 6. 6 by 6 equal to 1. Similarly, subtraction question. 5 by 13 minus 2 by 13 is given. Both having same denominator. So what we want to do? Just subtract numerators. 5 minus 2 how much? 3. 3 by 13. So subtraction and addition are possible when the fractions have same denominator. Let us continue with another type, that is addition and subtraction of fractions using cross multiplication. So let us see what can we do with the same. 5 by 6 plus 2 by 3 is given to us. Comparison case, teacher told you we need 2 arrow marks. But now teacher is telling we need 3 arrow marks at a time. Look at the arrow marks. 3 comes to the place of 5, 6 comes to the place of 2, and finally denominator as these two together you have to take. Isn't it? So 5 3s are 15, 6 2s are 12, and 6 3s are 18. And here is the connection as plus. So follow plus sign. So you add these two. 27 by 18. Finished. Similarly, right side it is subtraction. 10 by 11 minus 3 by 7 has given to us. Cross multiply. 7 comes to the place of 10, makes 70. 11 into 3, 33. In between these two, here is a sign, minus sign. So follow minus. By 11 into 7 is 77. After subtraction, 37 by 77. Isn't it? Let us move to one of the checkpoint question, that is word problem. And here go through the examples also. Example questions are also very important. Go through the same. Answers are already given there in it. That's why teacher is not considering now. Isn't it? So in that question, fifth one I think. In that question, they have given Raghav's father gave him some money. Raghav's father gave him some money. And he spent some of the money on books. How much he spent? Money is given in terms of fraction. That is 3 by 7 of the money he spent on books. Similarly, 1 by 5 of the money he spent on which item? Food item. And they asked you that on which item he spent more money. On which item he spent more money. That comparison is coming. Okay, which item he spends more. So what we want to do? We can't compare it directly. Can you compare? No, denominators are different. So what we have to do? Want to keep equal denominators. For keeping equal denominators, first one you have to multiply by second denominator, and second fraction is to be multiplied by first denominator. So it becomes 15 by 35 and this becomes 7 by 35. So which one is more? Both having same denominator 35. So you look at your numerators. Which one is more? 15. 15 by 35 represents which one? The first fraction of 3 by 7. So what we can write? He spent more on books. Then finally they asked you total how much money he spent in the form of a fraction. Represent the total money as a fraction. So how do you calculate the total fraction of money he spent? We just want to add these two, isn't it? Because we got denominators same. Just add numerators. So how much will come? 15 plus 7. 15 plus 7 how much? 22 by 35. So last class we have completed checkpoint question 1 and 2 only. So after watching this video, you have to complete 3, 4, 5. Question is not written by the teacher. You have to write the question from checkpoint and answer this. Okay. And if you feel any doubt in any one of either work doubt example or checkpoint question or about the class, you can ask me doubt. Okay. Teacher will answer you.